Hi again, everyone. It's David Dacosta on the Parkbench. I represent Harcourt's Prime Properties out of Carlsbad. And today I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Dana. Dana is the owner of Fleur Winery in San Marcos. And, you know, she got me at winery, right? So I have to be truthful, but I'm going to jump right into this interview. And without further ado, introduce Dana, the owner, to you. And Dana, tell us about La Fleur Winery, if you will, and who you are.
Yeah, great. Thanks, David. Thanks for having us too. So I'm Dana LaFleur, and we have LaFleur's Winery, which is located in San Marcos. We have a small tasting room here and production. So we do all of our production here as well. So we ship all our grapes in and make all our wine here. We've also got a small estate vineyard in North Escondido, where we grow Petit Syrah, Zinfandel, Cabernet. We have a lovely tasting room here. We have tons of events going on constantly, live music, and it's just a fun business, a fun place to be.
So, okay, I like wine, you like wine. Let me ask a dumb question. What got you into this business?
You mean besides that I like wine? Right. Yeah, I would say about 15 years ago, my husband and I started volunteering. Well, we met another local winemaker and then started learning from him and volunteering to help him. And one day he finally said, "Why aren't you guys doing this?" So he helped us get started back in the day. And it was just a passion. It's something that we get to do together and we love it.
Great story. I love it. So what surprised you most about owning this winery? I hope you're not drinking out the profits, first of all.
Never. Just maybe a little is all. But no, it's really interesting because the surprises have been all over. They've been really great surprises, good surprises, and some sad surprises too. But, great in that, the community is amazing. Our customers are amazing. We just really have established such a great community just right inside of the winery and the tasting room here. Good because, we're still here 3.5 years later. We opened this tasting room 3.5 years ago. And we keep learning and learning. The sad, I think, is like everybody. It's like, going through a little more than a year of COVID, and sad to do that, but happy that, we've made it out on the other end of it. So a lot of surprises, a lot of things to learn, and yeah.
So I appreciate you and respect that you've had the wherewithal to make it through this crazy 1.5 years. But what your customers are coming back, which is good. What do they love most about Dana and La Fleur Winery?
Yeah, David, I think it's really 3 key things. And it's interesting that you asked that because I just had some new wine club members who came in and said 2 of the key things. But one is we have really wonderful wine. So everybody loves coming back here because they know they're going to enjoy the wine. But the other thing we get told by our customers over and over is just how much they love being here, that it's just comfortable and it's welcoming, and people can walk in, just sit down and enjoy a glass of wine. And
you're like the neighborhood cheers, right?
We're the neighborhood cheers. Yes, for sure.
Awesome. So I know you're busy, and I've owned a restaurant and done other retail jobs and, sold real estate and still selling real estate. But is there any other hobbies you have, or what else do you do besides work? If you can call drinking wine work, excuse me, right?
Right, exactly. Well, interestingly, and I love to paint. So I'm a watercolorist, and that's what I love to do. So that's what I do. But what's happened though, I was telling Dave, my husband, about this earlier, and he's like, "Well, won't he think that's work?" Because what's happened is all of my watercolors are now really are what make our labels. So anyway, so that's what I like to do for fun. And then they just end up on our wine bottles.
What a novel concept. I hear another business pending, but anyway, we'll discuss that in another
Right.
interview.
Yeah.
So this has been great, and I know your time's busy and limited, so I'll be brief. But how do we contact you, Dana? Website, best source of information, and so on. And obviously, we're going to broadcast you on our Parkbench website as well.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be great. Well, we would love it if people would come visit us here in the tasting room. It's in San Marcos, California. You can get the address off of our website, which is www.lafleurswinery.com. Or feel free to give us a shout at 760-983-2838.
Perfect. And what about your hours? Are you open 8 days a week, I hope?
If we could be open 8 days, I think we would, but no, right now, actually.
You missed it. If there were 8 days in a week, yeah. That's my corny humor, excuse me.
No, I love it. I love it. No, right now we're open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So as we're starting to come out of, the COVID, restrictions and, ramping up, we'll start to open up the tasting room more. But right now, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we're open.
Okay. Well, I've been looking for a new happy hour spot. So I've been there in the past, but maybe I'll have to have my next meeting there.
Yeah, time to come back.
Sounds good. Well, Dana, thank you so much. Really appreciate the time. And for everyone out there on the internet, we're going to be at parkbench.com/San Marcos-CA. So again, visit us, come check out Dana, check out the tasting room, and see the, before I go, what's your best seller?
Oh my goodness. That's hard. I would say it's a tie between a couple of our red blends. Dave is miraculous with red blends. So our Bella Giornata, another fabulous one is our Cabernet Franc, which is called Big Frankie.
I've tasted Big Frankie. I like Big Frankie.
Yep. Big Frankie is great. And actually this weekend, we're releasing our new 2018 Cab, which is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again. Thanks for meeting us on the Park Bench, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks, David.